Hey, I'm Cam, and I'm gonna try out a new kind of thing this year because I saw my friend Sparth. I'll link his channel down below. He's been doing this for a while, where at the end of each month, actually, I think for him he does it at the beginning of each month. I don't know, beginning or end of each month, doesn't really matter. Also, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. He makes these like recap videos. He talks about the past month and future plans, and I like that idea. So I'm gonna be doing that. I got a random game in the background that I pre-recorded. It's Overwatch right now. There's a prop hunt mode. My first time playing Overwatch in like years. But it was really fun. So enjoy that or completely ignore the footage. It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of there. Thing that's been on my mind for like, I want to say years at this point. Very few of you probably know that my second, maybe third upload on my channel was like in Space with Markiplier, quote unquote AMV thing. I put the song Alone with My Thoughts by Noah Florish, I think is how you pronounce the last name. I put that, and then I edited In Space with Mark to like fit the song. And that was like my first experience editing anything ever, so it wasn't all that good because I didn't really know what I was doing, and I'd like to think I'm better at editing things now. So I've been slowly trying to make a better version of that. I already told one of you, because one of you kept coming back and saying how you liked it a lot, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm making a better one. And I want to make sure I fulfill that promise, but it's very difficult to make anything with In Space of Markiplier because of the way it is, with like the different routes you gotta click through. So I've decided I'm gonna have my Discord linked down below, like it always is. I have a Discord server. You should join if you're not there already. I want to start using it more. I'm not super active in my own server, but that's because it's hard to motivate myself to do anything in there. But join, and maybe that'll be motivation. But no, I'm gonna have a channel called like In Space AMV Clips, something like that. And if you guys have clips that you've already saved or whatever, or scenes that you'd like to see, with the song Alone with My Thoughts overlapping it, send those in there. That'll make it a lot easier for me to put the video together and make it come out a lot quicker. So if you're excited for that at all, I know a very small handful of you know about that video. A lot of you are here for my other, gaming content, because that's what I do. Um, but that's there. Discord down below. Check that out. Oh yeah, also Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. It's that time. Also, this is a quick little segment. My upload schedule has been, I upload every Tuesdays, just kind of like a random whatever, right? Recently it's been Risk of Rain 2, Dispatch, that kind of thing. And then Thursday has always been Silksong, because I like to keep Thursday as exclusively one game, where Tuesday kind of like ping-pongs around. And I plan to keep doing that, but if you guys have complaints about my upload schedule, let me know. If you would rather I do one upload, if you'd rather I change the days that I upload, I want to hear it, because I'm not opposed to mixing that up. And speaking of uploads, and the schedule, actually not the schedule, speaking of just the uploads, I do fully plan to have more frequent Risk of Rain videos of either Risk of Rain 2 or Risk of Rain Returns, or, various mods or whatever. I don't really have any big ideas yet. There's one idea that I have, but there's not a mod for it that I could find. So unless I can like pay somebody to make the mod for me, that's gonna have to wait. Because I wanted to see if I could beat like Eclipse 8 as Drifter using only scrap, because she gets benefits from scrap, and that sounds fun. But the only mod that would achieve that effect is not working. That, or I just don't know how to make it work, which is also totally possible. But no, there's gonna be more of that. I do have a modded Risk of Rain video, hopefully coming out soon. I recorded this like a week ago, maybe less. Actually, no, maybe more. Maybe a couple weeks ago. But I played with the Exponential Items mod with a couple friends, with Spart and Cookie. Because we were on and had nothing to do, and I was like, fuck it. I found the download for this mod. Let's mess with that. Went terribly. But hopefully that video will be out within the next like week or two. Because very fun time. I think that you guys will find enjoyment about how terrible it goes for me. Specifically, the other two had a great time. Nothing bad happened to them. Everything bad happened to me. Let me show you just an example of how it goes terribly, so you can look forward to that. Alright, anybody want a Goobo? I'm gonna become an alcoholic for the foreseeable future. Oh, well that would be an interesting... You know what? This run's fucked anyways. I don't normally take Benthic Bloom, but I'm so curious.
Oh no.
Oh, it upgrades items to the next rarity at random.
Oh god.
I just realized something.
Yes.
So, the alcohol, the Spinal Tonic, right?
Yeah.
it only gives you the debuff if it's not like actively on you, right? That's why having perma uptime on it's so broken, because then you'll never get the potential debuff. Because it has a tiny chance for that debuff. I believe it is a
10%?
yeah 20% chance to get
Oh,
tonic
20%.
affliction, but that chance is still considered with each use. And when you stop using it, every time you've used it will be taken into account. Which means if I drop this, I'm gonna be debuffed to hell and back immediately. There's no way that
will
there's not
die.
like every stack imaginable.
You will die.
Oh, it does upgrade by stacks apparently. Oh no. The tonic affliction is also exponential. So let me know if you want to see me do certain mods or certain quote-unquote challenges. A lot of my Risk of Rain 2 content is probably going to be inspired from the way that Raymond Daniels does it. This Risk of Rain 2 YouTuber streamer. And his quote-unquote challenges aren't exactly very challenging. They're not really supposed to be. But I want to do things like that, because that seems fun. So let me know. I also plan to come back to the first Hollow Knight game. Either during my Silksong playthrough or after I finish Silksong. Haven't really decided yet. But I want to go back to the first one, because there's a lot of things just in the vanilla game that I haven't done, right? Like, I beat the main story, but there's a lot of other things I just kind of ignored. So again, I want you guys to comment, tell me what I should do in the first game. I also do plan to visit some mods, because I've heard of the Pale Court. I think somebody recommended it to me once. I will be checking the Pale Court out. I still know next to nothing about it, but that will be a video, hopefully this coming year of 2026. That'd be cool. Also, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. Man, let me know what Hollow Knight things you'd like to see me do outside of Silksong, just the base game. Like, there's the Pantheon I haven't even, like, bothered with. There's the Path of Pain that terrifies me, but if enough people ask me to do it, then I'll do it, or at least attempt it. So that is also, I do plan to do that, because it's a very fun game, and I don't like leaving games unfinished, and I know technically it's beaten, but there's a lot of stuff left to do, even still, and I'd like to do that. And then, one last thing, I'm going to, this is either going to make my thumbnails improve, or whatever the opposite of improve, suffer, degrade, I don't know. But I want to start learning Blender, because I don't like the way my thumbnails have been. I really never have. I'm not super happy with them. There's like the rare thumbnail every now and then that I really like. So I'm going to learn Blender so that at least for some games I can actually go in and mess with 3D models and make cooler thumbnails with that. Because currently all I really do is I find a background, like a screenshot from the game, and I slap a PNG, then I slap the game's title, and I give it a border, and I call it a day. And like it doesn't, never really looks all that good. So that's just like a personal goal. Nothing to do with you guys, but figured I'd point that out. So if you see a difference in my thumbnails, hopefully they're good. Also, if you guys have advice on how to make good thumbnails, I guess, let me know. Because my thumbnails have never been super proud of. But I think that just about covers everything I wanted to talk about. This is a kind of short video, but you know what? Don't worry about it. So yeah, Discord down below. Post clips from in space if you would like, or just join the Discord. That's fine too. Or don't. Or you can scowl at the link and flip it off. I don't care. But it's down there. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and then I plan to do more Risk of Rain stuff, plan to do more Hollow Knight stuff, would like advice or recommendations for both of those, and I'm learning Blender in my free time, because I think that'd be cool, and I think that's all. So, yeah, bye.